Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be doing episode number 52 of I Build Your Teams, the series where I build my viewers' teams into the best teams possible for my team showdown or whatever you might be playing. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into it. First team today comes in from Roy Nation. He's got 1.1 million MT. Beasley, Denny, and Wimby are sellable. He's been building his MT throughout the events and he's open to any suggestions. Okay, I look at this team and immediately think Beasley's just not necessary anymore. You have Purvis Ellis in your last three. You have Jermaine O'Neal unsellable. Just sell Beasley. Run Purvis and Jermaine. You're fine. I think Purvis is better than Beasley, to be honest. He's just much better movement-wise, more complete, bigger, better slasher. Well, same slasher probably, but better movement. I would say that's just a no-brainer there to make more MT, get you to 1.3 or 1.4 million MT, depending on how badged your Beasley is. But I like the rest of the squad, honestly. I do. My biggest concern with this team is that I look at your bench and I don't love the shot creation between like Denny, PG, and Jermaine. And I think realistically I would start Purvis over Jermaine. So that's a little bit concerning just because I think maybe you consider, honestly, maybe you just consider swapping Denny and Shea. Starting Denny, bringing Shea off the bench just so Shea can be an additional ball handler off your bench. I think that could help a bit. Maybe not. Dikembe and Shaq is a good front court, but I almost would rather have some size. If you're gonna spend MT, I would spend it on like a Rick Smits, because then you could run Dikembe and Smits as your big men, and then you could have Shaq and Wimby off the bench, take Tim Duncan out of the lineup entirely. I honestly think that might be kind of the way to go, to be honest. If you are going to spend some MT on a card, Rick Smits feels like the right one, in my opinion. Second team today comes in from Trade Kyle Kosma. He's got 850,000 MT, hasn't completed the 5-game win streak. Are you planning on completing the 5-game win streak? Would be my initial question. Team is obviously not great. He says he hasn't been playing recently, so that would explain why his team is not great. 850K. Really the most important thing right now is you got to get good budget cards, good options to fill positions. So take advantage of this event, grind the event, get Dikembe Mutombo. He'll be your best center. Got to get him. He's like the main must get from this event. Small forward position is easy to upgrade. Joe Smith, Purvis Ellison. Power forward position, honestly, throw Purvis at power forward and get Elton Brand off your bench. Purvis is way better than Dwight. Like, for the time being, just take advantage of the budget cards that are available. You could run Joe Smith, Elton Brand, Purvis Ellison, have yourself two small forwards and a power forward right there, just like that. Have Tim Duncan, have Dikembe starting at center. Then you just need one more big and your 3 through 5 is at least solid. Shooting guard position, I mean, at this point, it's kind of too late to get Cedric Maxwell unless you're going to spend money on super packs, which I wouldn't recommend doing. So I think you're a little more limited at shooting guard in terms of the guys you can get, but like Steven Jackson's a good affordable option. Josh Childress is super good and affordable as well. Both those guys would be upgrades as well. And then point guard position, same story. A Denny Avdia, a Ron Harper. Literally, if you got Denny Avdia, Ron Harper, Steven Jackson, Josh Childress, Joe Smith, Elton Brand, Tim Duncan, Purvis Ellison, Dikembe Mutombo, and like Artis Gilmore as your backup center, you could buy all those cards, getting Dikembe for free, obviously, and buying the rest of them, getting Dikembe from the event. And you could buy all those guys. Your team's gonna be so much better. You just kind of need to rework this entire team at this point, though. So a lot of those budget guys are going to be your best friend. Next squad comes in from Sora. He needs a center power forward, can sell 11 legend brawn, has 1 million in the auction house waiting. I've been trying to find the perfect center power forward. Well, this team could use some help. I will not disagree with that. Sell Braun 100%, no brainer there. He's got to go. Realistically, Penny and Shea isn't bad at point guard, but I would want to probably spend a little bit of MT on a better PG. Like, I think Dark Matter Ron Harper's better than Shea. I think at a minimum I would just get him. He'll help. Shooting guard position, I mean, I would probably run, well, okay, you could run Larry, and I don't love Kawhi at this point. He's not bad. He's good defensively. He just doesn't have a ton of movement. For me, I'd run Larry and Steven Jackson. And then your small forwards could be Paul George and Jason Tatum. Your power forwards can be Tim Duncan and Michael Oluwakandi's Galaxy Opal. Your backup center can be Bol Bol. Your starting center could be, I would spend the MT on like a Wimby. I got a really souped Wimby on my account. Y'all will see it for a video later on today, not today, but later on this week, tomorrow or Tuesday. But I bought a Wimby today with good extra legend badges, an Opal Wimby on my attainables count for like less than 400k. Like, you can get a good price on an Opal Wimby. That's who I'd get. Have Wimby and Bobo as your centers. Have Olu Akande and Tim Duncan as your power forwards. Maybe your small forwards, really, you just go Paul George and like Purvis Ellison, actually, because he's way better than Tatum. So you run Tatum or Purvis and Paul George. Shooting guards could be Larry Bird and Steven Jackson. Then point guards could be like Penny and Ron Harper. And I think you're looking all right at that point. Nicholas says he seriously needs suggestions. He's got 4 mil. I don't know if you really need that many suggestions. I look at this team. It's a great squad besides your point guard position. Luka's not bad. Austin Carr's a stud for a pink diamond, but he's a pink diamond and he's 6'4". I mean, I would honestly just pick a point guard first and foremost. Like, I would just go get a guy. It doesn't really matter who that guy is. Pick a guy you want. Maybe it's Invincible LaMelo. Maybe it's Invincible Devin Booker. Maybe it's Invincible Luka. Maybe it's 100 overall Ben Simmons. Just pick a guy and go get that guy. Maybe you go get Invincible Luka. You sell your dark matter, you go get the Invincible. Like, you got the MT to go get yourself a guy at the point guard position. Go get a guy you feel super confident with at the point guard position. And then your backup PG could be Austin Carr. It could be a Galaxy Opal Denny Avdia. It could be somebody more affordable, more of a budget guy. For the time being, that's probably what I would do. I will say you will probably be getting another point guard here in the near future, as game 7 of the finals is tonight. If the Thunder win, we're getting an Invincible Shea for free. If the Pacers win, probably getting either a Tyrese Halliburton or a Pascal Siakam. Decent chance that Halliburton could actually be a good card too. So if that's who we get, we'll see. Either way, I would add a point guard. That's probably the only thing on this team that you really need. Repressed has 1.3 mil after his Giannis sells, and the Park Streak. What Giannis? I don't know. I'll take his word for it. 1.3 mil. You need point guards. Seti is a stud. Nick Young is okay, but I'd spend the 30k on Steven Jackson. He's better. Purvis and Kmart is great. Tim Duncan and Bob Lanier's a little small, but it's not bad. And then you have Doherty and Olu Akande and guys like that. Realistically, I would probably get... I don't know, man. I don't know. I look at this team. I'm not actually entirely sure. I think center is probably your biggest need for an upgrade and point guard. So point guard position with 1.3, I'd get Denny Avdia for sure. And then I'd wait on whoever the Invincible from winning the finals is. I don't know if you've completed those challenges, so that's the problem. A lot of people haven't completed those challenges. If you're not completing those challenges, maybe you go like Denny Avdia and Kazi Russell. That could be good. Shooting guard position, again, I'd replace Nick Young with Steven Jackson. Probably with power forwards as is. Center position, if you can get Dikembe Mutombo, he'd be huge to add to this team. Buy a Rick Smits or a Mark Eaton or a Wimby or somebody along those lines, like an Opal Wimby. Those are also good options. That's probably what I'm thinking, though. And then the final team in today's video is coming in from Jordan, since he's been trying to get on one of these for a minute. He's got 568k, and he's got a good squad. I mean, he's got Yao and Shaq, Timmy D, Bul's okay. At least he's big. Paulo, Paul George, Larry Bird, who's sellable, Clyde, Shea, and MJ. MJ is sellable too. I'd sell MJ and I'd sell Larry. I think you make enough MT with those guys that they're absolutely worth selling. Unless you were just huge fans of those players. Because again, probably getting a free Invincible point guard. Although again, you may not have grinded it, but you could also just pick up Denny Avdia. You could pick up Kazi Russell to replace MJ for a lot cheaper. Larry and Clyde, just get rid of both of them, honestly. You know what I mean? Larry's good, but I feel like, again, realistically, you can get some good options for pretty affordable. If you want to hold on to Larry, that's fine. You can, but to me, I would probably just run like Paul George as one of your shooting guards and somebody budget like a Steven Jackson or a Josh Childress or somebody like that, again, at your other shooting guard. Small forwards, Purvis Ellison and Joe Smith should probably be your small forwards. Shaq and Timmy D, you can leave. Yao and Bobo you could also leave, although you can upgrade Bobo to a Smits or a Taco or an Opal Wimby or somebody like that if you want to as well. But with that being said, that is the final team in today's video. I hope y'all did enjoy this episode. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.